Yo, what's up everybody? It's your man, Mr. Tim Swain. And in this video, I'm talking about the 4 major ways to get around and around and around while you're in Ghana.
I got too much grit, I got too much grit. You already know that I got too much grit, I got too much grit. I ain't got worry now, I got too much grit, I got too much grit. And I ain't even sorry now, I got too much grit, I got too much grit. Yeah.
This video right here is talking about the 4 major ways to get around in Ghana, and you can apply this if you are coming on a short-term stay or a long-term stay, most likely a long-term stay. And I'm just going to cover the pros and cons of each one and then give you a demonstration at the end of how it all works out. The first way, which is probably the most prevalent, the most common, and the easiest, is the Trotro. The Trotro is like a 12-passenger minivan that is gutted out, and now you can fit like 16 or 14 people in it. The pros of taking Trotro is it is the most economical, meaning it is the cheapest. It is the most available. Trotros are everywhere, and you will have no problem catching a Trotro, generally speaking, depending on where you are in the country. You can meet some interesting people on the Trotro, and you see funny things on the Trotro, trust me. People carry everything on Trotros, from automotive parts to transmissions, engines, animals, food, carpentry materials. If they can fit it on a Trotro, people will bring it on a Trotro. I've seen it all, trust me. The cons of taking a Trotro is the Trotro normally almost usually takes double the time than you would take if you were just traveling in a car. And these are just my experiences. So other people may have different experiences, but in my experience, if I just want to travel a simple distance, it normally takes double the time because the Trotros make stops. It's comparable to a city bus anywhere. It makes stops along the way, and that just takes more travel time. So if you are in a rush, I don't recommend the Trotro. If you don't have no money, you definitely want to take the Trotro. The other cons of taking Trotro is, depending on the time of year, it may get really hot, and so you will be squished. Like, you are literally sitting this close to people on the Trotro. There is no space. It's not a big deal unless you are just having one of those days where you don't feel like being on a Trotro. It's just minor things to deal with. But if you don't like to be very close to people, you're not gonna like taking the Trotro. I personally take Trotro if I'm going to short distance places. I don't mind it, it's cheap, I know how to get around. The other con about taking Trotro is, I've taken the Trotro a lot, and I will tell you this, I have seldom seen a very nice Trotro. Most of them are generally uncomfortable, and it's literally like the car is hanging on to dear life. No, seriously. And stuff is almost always breaking down on the Trotro. I cannot tell you how many Trotros I've been on where they ran out of gas, the engine stopped working. All that stuff comes with it, but it's a part of the Ghana experience. The second way of getting around in Ghana is your driving apps. And in Ghana, there are 3 main apps that I have used. Other people may have used different apps, but there are 3 ones that I've used. There's Uber, there is Bolt, and then there is Yango. Uber is probably the most reliable app in my opinion. With Uber, in terms of precision location, communicating with the driver, and seeing information about the vehicle, such as the vehicle color and all of that, Uber has it down. I've also used Bolt. Bolt is sometimes less expensive than Uber, but you can't text the driver through Bolt. And sometimes the location is a little bit off, but I use both of those. Now then there's Yango. It is probably my least favorite. It is sometimes the least unreliable. You can barely find drivers. It is the cheapest, but I end up deleting it off my phone because it became a useless app. The pros of utilizing the driver apps are communication, integration with technology. You know where the driver is, you know when he's coming, you don't have to argue about the price, you know exactly what it is when they drop you off. The cons are the cost, really. That's it. It's just more expensive than, let's say, a Trotro. The third way of getting around in Ghana is a personal car. So let's say you brought a car with you, then you can get around. The pros are, it's your car, you know it, and you don't have to ask anybody, you don't have to send a message to anybody, and you just have the freedom to do as you choose. The cons, in my opinion, are the maintenance, because the roads are jacked up. the availability of parts, depending on what kind of car you have. I would also say this goes with maintenance, but let's say you get in an accident. I'm not too familiar on the insurance situation here in Ghana, but I will say that if somebody hits you and they don't have insurance, that's all gonna be on you. Also, you have to pay for fuel or gas to put in the car. So those are just some of the things to consider. But the pros are, as I've said, it's your car, you can do what you want with it. The cons are the maintenance, the fuel cost, and if somebody hits you or something like that, that's a lot of maybe out of the pocket costs that you have to pay, as opposed to getting hit in an Uber or a taxi where it's not your responsibility. Which brings me to the last major way to travel in Ghana, and that is going to be your taxi. The great thing about taxis are they are everywhere. You will not have a problem finding a taxi at all, and they'll take you wherever you want to go. The cons are, generally speaking, in my opinion, they have been the most expensive way to travel. So let me give you a breakdown of what that looks like. Let's say I'm traveling from my area to Accra Mall, all right? Here's the distance between my area and Accra Mall. If you take a Trotro, it is probably going to be about, I would say, probably average between 6 and 8 CDs. If you take an Uber or a Bolt or a Yango, depending on the time of day, it may range from about 25 to 35 CDs. If you take your personal car, obviously, it just depends on the price of fuel. And then if you take a taxi, it's gonna cost at least, unless your bargaining skills are off the chain, it's gonna cost at least about 40, 45 CDs. I hope this video helped you out. Remember, there are 4 major ways of getting around in Ghana. That is going to be your Trotros, that is going to be your driving apps, that is going to be your personal transportation, and then there are the taxis. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Till next time, peace.